What is up, y'all? I am your host, Tay, and welcome back to the All Things Lifestyle podcast. I'm so glad to be here talking with you guys today. I know it's been a long time since I did an episode. Listen, Q4 I was just like in a funk. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to record. I didn't want to go anywhere. And that sucks because the last quarter is the holidays. And I did not want to do anything. So I was like, I'm just going to start back recording when I feel like I want to record. And I didn't want to record if I wasn't in the mood because I feel like the energy wouldn't be the same. So I just was like, I'm just going to get back into it and I'm going to ease into 2024. And that's pretty much like the theme of this episode is just easing into the new year. I know a lot of people like January 1st, January 2nd, they go hard and try to get all their goals, start all their goals in 1 week, the first week. I personally did not do that. I am easing in to 2024. And also this week, I'm going to be talking about my ins and outs of 2024. I've been seeing it trending on social media and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to talk about my ins and outs and give my 2 cents. And essentially the ins and outs are goals, things I want to do, things I want to stop doing. But of course, social media, it's a name for everything, ins and outs. So yeah, but I'm feeling good this morning. It's Sunday morning. That I'm recording this. I had my wellness shot, had me some water, ready to get into this episode. But yeah, as far as easing into the new year, I feel like it's important because for me, in the past, I feel like I've honestly always eased my way into stuff. Anything that I'm doing, I try. Sometimes I'll go hard, mostly with the gym. I'll try to go hard, and then I stop and I crash or whatever. But mostly with everything, I try to ease into it because of that reason. If I start off going hard and just going, I'm going to stop a little faster than if I ease into it. I do have a goal to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. But if it is a week where I go 2 times or 3 times and I don't reach that 4th time, I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm not going to kick myself. Listen to your body and it is what it is. And I feel like easing into the new year is key because I don't know, I feel less stress. I know it's a new year. I mean, to me, it don't feel like a new year. It is a new year, but it just doesn't feel like it. That would be my advice, honestly. Just ease into the new year. Even with this podcast, I was like, I want to start back the first Thursday of the year. But again, I wanted to get back on here when I was really feeling it, and I still was not feeling it, but I am feeling it right now, if you could tell. I'm so excited to be podcasting again. And yeah, that's why I didn't want to hurry up, put up an episode. And if I still wasn't feeling it, and I was like, no, I want to make sure that I get on here and I'm feeling it and I'm ready to chat. I'm ready to talk. Because we got some things to talk about. This is a lifestyle podcast. Talk about food and things to do, trips, traveling. We talk about motivational things, talk about some finances. I have so many plans for the podcast too this year. And I'm I don't want to take a break. I don't want to take a break. But at the end of the day, if I need a break, I can't it's a mental thing for me. If I need a break, I need a break. I can't. I just can't do it if I'm not mentally in the space to do it. Oh, and I just wanted to say, I am in my salad era. This is one of my ends for 2024. Eat better, eat more whole meals and, more vegetables in my diet and stuff like that. I am in my salad era and I am leaning into it because one thing about me, most of my life, I have never been a salad girl. Never really been a salad girl. I just never really cared for them. I never really cared, but I'm in my salad era now. All week last week, had a salad for lunch with just some chicken. It was my salad was real basic. I think I just did a spring mix of spinach and the spring lettuce and I put some fruit in there, like some strawberries, and I just used the vinaigrette dressing. The vinaigrette is the apple vinaigrette from Chick-fil-A. You know, they sell it in the grocery store. That is my jam. That is my go-to dressing right now. Love it real bad. Like, yes. But now I'm trying to step up my salad this week because I went to the grocery store. I got some kale. I got so I'm gonna do kale and romaine lettuce, but I'm gonna do it chopped. I seen Courtney do this on Instagram. I'm like chop the kale, chop the romaine, and then put some pomegranate seeds in it, some sliced almonds, the dressing. I might add some croutons. What else? Some cucumber. Like, I'm trying to like step up my salad. Definitely in my salad era. And then dry January. So I am participating in dry January this month because I just like, it was one of those things where I was like, I need a cleanse. Cause, I just was like, it was the holidays. So, I'm drinking, having fun, going out, doing all the things. Like, it's the holidays, eating, drinking, being merry, But I'm like, okay, January is the perfect month. January is the perfect month to do a dry month because it's one of the most, to me, in my opinion, one of the most boring months of the year. Unless you have like a trip coming up or birthdays. But for me, January is very boring for me. I don't really do much. So I was like, oh, January is perfect. And I feel like the key to doing a dry month, unfortunately, is to stay in the house. Like, because, like when you go out, because, you have like people that you go out with and they're like, they're drink pushers or they question you. They ask you a million questions if you say you want a mocktail and not a cocktail today. Like, but if you don't have those kind of people in your life, yes, go out, order a mocktail or, have your juice, water, whatever. But sometimes, like, if you do have drink pushers in your life, it's stay in the house, do what you need to do. But yeah, I'm doing dry January halfway through it right now. I'm like, I find myself where I'm like, oh, I want a glass of wine. But I'm like, no, just chill. Get a good cleanse in. And yeah. And I saw this TikTok. This dude was like, I'm not impressed with people that do dry January because January is one of the most boring months and it's cold and nobody wants to go anywhere, stuff like that. And then he was like, I'll be more impressed if I see somebody do a dry July or a dry August. And I'm like, literally that. I low-key agree because like I just said, January is so boring to me. So I'm like, it's easy to do a dry January, but easier. But to do a dry summer month, it's like, yeah. Like a dry July, like you said, June, July, August. Yeah. Or even like a dry like December. Because like I said, it's the holidays. But yeah, I thought that TikTok, I thought that TikTok was funny. Because I'm like, yeah, literally that. I literally agree with all of that. Oh, so let's get into the products of the week. So I have 2 products this week that I've been loving. So this first product, they're both by First Aid Beauty Skincare. I think I mentioned this first product before. It's the Facial Radiance Pads by First Aid Beauty. And then I have the Ultra Repair Cream. So the Facial Radiance Pad, I like it because I feel like it helps lighten the dark spots on my face. Not a lot. Like, this is like my 3rd or 4th time buying these. It's not like, oh my God, like skin changing, but I really like them. I like the way they make my face feel. I like First Aid Beauty products in general because it's sensitive. It's sensitive for sensitive skin, and I really like it. So that's why I got these Facial Radiance Pads. And like I said, it kind of lightens my dark spots. It's not life-changing, skin-changing, but it feels really good on my face. And I just love skincare that feels good on my face because we have to get released of the shackles that just because it's burning, it's working. I don't feel like anything should burn your face. Like, that always scared me. When I was younger, though, I used to think that I'm like, oh, it's burning, it's working, it's burning, it's working. Now that I'm getting older, I'm like, no, I don't want it to burn. Ouch. I want it to feel good on my face, like fresh. And that's how these pads feel. And then this Ultra Repair Cream, this is my first time buying this. I came across this because I was looking for a moisturizer for the colder months because it's cold in the DMV. It's freezing. And my skin is suffering. My skin was suffering. I was using the Clinique Moisture Surge because y'all know, I think I mentioned this like on some earlier episodes last year. I was using the Kiehl's moisturizer. Still love that, but I feel like that's more for my summertime, spring, summer. But for wintertime, I needed something a little more thick. And I came across this on TikTok, and the girls, like, you know, dry skin girl. And I feel like I have dry skin to a certain extent. I feel like I still have dry to combo. But I was using the Clinique Moisture Surge, and that was not getting it. Like, I would put it on, and then I would get to work, and I'm like, my face feels dry. I hate that feeling. I hate. Listen, body butter queen. I call myself the body butter queen. But I don't like that. I need to be moisturized. I need to be, okay? I need that. So, came across the Ultra Repair Cream, and it's intense hydration, and it's safe for sensitive skin. And again, that's why I like about First Day Beauty is because it feels like most of their products are catered towards sensitive skin, which we love that. 10 out of 10. But yeah, and both of these products, I got them. Where I get these from? I get these from Ulta. I think they have them in Sephora too. They might have them in Target. If you have an Ulta inside of your Target, that's another thing too. Like, I went to Target and there was a whole Ulta in there, and I was like, oh. And you know, if you get stuff from Ulta from the Target, you get points from Ulta and Target. It's just a whole thing. And they trying to take our money, y'all. I have the link to both of these products in the show notes, in the description box. And yeah, I think y'all should check, especially if you have sensitive skin, definitely try out First Day Beauty. I love it. Like, I've talked about other First Day Beauty products, like the exfoliator. I think it's called the bump eraser, I think. Don't quote me, but it's an exfoliator. It has it's not a weird smell because the smell is very faint, but it's like kind of weird, but it works so good when it comes to exfoliating for the summertime. I mean, well, not the summertime. You exfoliate all year round, but yeah, make sure skin feels so good. So yeah, I like First Day Beauty. So my first in of 2024 is masking in the morning. And I don't mean like a full-on spa skincare routine in the morning, you know, because my morning skincare tends to be way simpler than like my nighttime skincare. My nighttime skincare, some nights I like to, you know, steam my face and do all the things. But masking in the morning, I mean like just a quick clay mask for like 10 to 15 minutes. And usually I've been doing this for the past like couple weeks. I've done it sporadically over time, but I feel like I've been doing it more the past few weeks. And I'll just put the mask on and finish getting ready, you know, like lotion up and, you know, do all the things and let the mask sit for that 10 to 15 minutes, and you've done something good for your face. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it feels good, especially like if you have a sheet mask too and you put the sheet mask in the fridge and then you get it out the fridge the next morning, put it on your face. The morning time, that coldness feels so good. And it's like when you put something cold on your face too in the morning, it's depuffing too. So like if you wake up with, you know, puffy face, or like if you had something really salty the night before for dinner, you know, your face could be a little puffy. Putting that cold mask on your face feels good, and it's depuffing for your face. Another in for 2024 is time alone. Even when people want to occupy your time, if you really want time to yourself, prioritize that. Like, I know for me, I feel like I have a lot of alone time because, you know, I live alone, but sometimes, like some weekends, like I just don't want to. Like if it's one, because I'm not sitting here like I'm booked and busy every weekend, because no, I wouldn't want to be booked and busy every weekend. But sometimes it's a weekend and somebody might want you to go out with them, go out to dinner. And if you really genuinely do not feel like it, don't go. Because I'm just going to be like, not this weekend, let's do next weekend or weekend after. Just prioritizing more time alone. And of course, the next few, like moving my body and eating better, which I have started. And I've always done over the years, but I feel like the longest break I've taken from the gym maybe is about a month over like the year since I've been like working out consistently. It's about a month, maybe 2 months is the longest time I took from the gym. And I don't even want to take that long anymore. Like, I'm like, even if it's one time a week, taking a walk, moving my body is the goal. Like, just get up and move and eating better. Like I said, I'm in my salad era, but I want to have more whole meals, to be honest. Like, I want to cut out as much processed food as I can. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be perfect. I'm still going to eat Chick-fil-A. I'm still going to eat McDonald's. I'm still going to go out to eat. And one thing about me, and y'all know about this podcast, like, y'all know me if y'all been listening to the episodes, I love to go out to eat. I love to try new restaurants. So I'm not perfect, but I want to limit that to 1 or 2 times a week. Like, and I'm going to have my off weeks where I do eat out 3 to 4 times a week. But I want to be more self-aware, be more self-conscious of that. Because sometimes, like, I'm like, so what? I ate out 5 times this week. That's ridiculous to me. And the mindset I have now, I'm like, I don't want to eat out that many times. I want to eat more whole meals. I want to cook more of my food, which I love to cook. But I want to eat more whole meals and be more disciplined. So that is my word of the year too. Discipline. Discipline is my word of the year. My word of the year last year was consistency, which was it consistency? No, my word of the year last year was, what was my word of the year last year? I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. But I feel like I did my word of the year for the most part, but this year I'm definitely gonna be disciplined. I am going to be disciplined. I'm speak it into existence. So that is my word of the year. And to be more disciplined with anything, with everything, with going to the gym, with eating better, being more self-conscious, spending my money, saving my money, being more disciplined in every aspect. Because people think motivation is key, but it's more so, I feel like it's more so discipline. If you're disciplined, you get up and do what you need to do. You might not be motivated every time you get up and go to work. You might not be motivated every time you have a healthy meal. You might not be motivated to eat that healthy meal, but once you eat it, I just don't feel like people will regret eating a healthy meal. People will regret getting work done. People won't regret going to the gym. People won't regret doing productive things that is good for them. Those are things people don't regret. You know what I'm saying? But it takes discipline to get those things done. A lot of people think, because motivation, yes, motivation is key, but discipline, major key, I feel like. And then, like I mentioned before, I want to save more. I want to save more because in 2025, I want to be a homeowner. 2025 of next year, I want to be a homeowner. So I really want to get into my saving bag. Like, I've saved over the years, but like, I want to go hard. I want to be strict on myself. Like, and I know I said I don't want to be strict on myself, but like with my saving, I really want to be strict on myself because this is a goal that I want to achieve before I'm 30. And I'm 27 now. I still got a couple years, but I'm like, let's just get the ball rolling. Like, let's get it going because I will be a homeowner in 2025. Expeditiously. Yes. So saving more is definitely an N for me. Another N is monthly challenges. I like to challenge myself because I like to see how far I can go with things, how strong I am mentally, how strong I am physically. I like to do monthly challenges. So I feel like my first monthly challenge is, no drinking. I guess not a complete challenge, but it's like, you're doing something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing something different to my body. Because, like, on the regular, I have a glass of wine on the weekends and stuff like that. But I'm like, I'm not doing that this month. And I just, just want to see what my body can do. And, trying to get a little more snatch. Because we all know alcohol makes you fat. And that's another thing I'll be trying to tell myself, too. Like, when I drink, I'm like, alcohol makes you fat. You don't want to be fat. And way more other side effects that alcohol has. But looking on the physical side makes you fat. It makes you bloated and all that. So, but yeah, that's definitely my challenge for the month. I want to sit down and write down a challenge each month. And this is where I say easing into things, because usually I would sit down and try to write a challenge for February, March, April, May, June. That's going to make me not want to do it because I'll get overwhelmed. So probably I'm halfway through January. Probably this week I'll sit down and write down a challenge for February. And try to do it 1 month at a time versus writing down so many, because I just get so like ahead of myself, and then it's like I get overwhelmed and I'm like, I'm not gonna want to do any of the things on this list. Like, but yeah, so definitely monthly challenges. And another, in more natural remedies. I want to get into essential oils more. Like I'm very into my essential oils. I love essential oils. Like, I rub, some on my headache. Some on my headaches, some on my temples for headaches, and just like smelling essential oils to calm down and stuff like that. But more so like if I'm sick, and I have certain things where I have like natural remedies if I'm sick or something, versus taking like cough medicine over the counter, make, a tea or certain hot drink or something. But I really want to get more into natural remedies of things, just different things. Like I know, like I've seen where you could put, I don't know if it's an onion or garlic on the bottom of your foot, and you put a sock on at night. I really would like to get more into natural remedies. And my last in for this list that I have is starting a photo album. Y'all, I've been wanting to do this for years actually, and I just haven't gotten around to do it because I just haven't been printing the pictures off my phone. But I love the feeling of going home, going to my grandparents' house, going to my mom's house, and physically looking through a photo album and like physically looking at the pictures. I love that. I am going to take the memories out of my phone and put them in a photo album. Literally, that is what I am going to do. I do have an album for my Polaroid camera that my sister got me, and I love that. Like I just find myself getting the photo album and just looking at the pictures. And I want to start a photo album because that is the best. I love photo albums. And I love growing up, just sitting there looking at them, the memories. It's just, I love it. So I am starting a photo album in 2024, a physical one, keeping it under my TV stand. It's just, I love it. So now I'm going to talk about my outs of 2024. Things I'm not going to do. I'm not going to have time for. So first one is negative talk. Negative talk is an out, because sometimes I find myself like really talking negative, having negative thoughts. I feel like your thoughts you can't really control, because your mental, you can't really control what pops in and out of your head, but you can control what comes out of your mouth. So I feel like with me, like I'll tend to say like, I just feel like bad things happen to me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hate when I say that, because I'm like, the power of the tongue is real. And so I want to just cut out the negative talk. The negative talk, I want to cut that out. FOMO, that's another out. Fear of missing out, not missing out on anything, 9 times out of 10. Because, and I say that because like being outside, like, especially if it's like going out to a restaurant or a club or something, not really missing out on anything. It may look fun, like, because one thing about it, like, I feel like a lot of people, including myself, get FOMO by looking on social media. And, like, if you see, oh, they're having fun, they're out, but it's like, outside is outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, if outside was the same Saturday, this Saturday, it's going to be the same next Saturday. Unless it's, like, a function, like a concert or something, yeah, that's different. But, like, just outside and being lit and stuff like that, it's going to be the same next weekend. It's going to be the same next summer. It's going to be the same the summer after that. It's going to be the same. Outside is outside. So FOMO is dead. Impulse spending and impulse actions, out. It's out for me in 2024. Because one thing about me, I will impulse spend and I will do things impulsively. So one thing about me, like, I'm an overthinker, yes. But at the same time, I will do something and then think about it later. I hate when I do that. Like, make a decision. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this. And then I'm like, oh, crap, I should have thought that through. Like, I'll buy something, I was like, dang. And even buying stuff, I'm more impulse than actions, but, like, I want to stop both. Because it's been so many times where I'm like, I'm at the mall and I'm looking for something and I didn't find what I was looking for, but I'm like, I'm at the mall, I want to buy something. This is what's popping in my head. Like, and I'll buy something that I don't even want or I don't even need. And then I get home and I'm like, I'm returning this. And that's an extra trip back to the mall to return stuff. It's just extra. It's just extra. And I'm like, I need to stop. Stop impulse spending. Next out, I don't really struggle with this because I follow mostly a lot of like positivity on social media and just funny stuff on social media. But out is negative things on social media. Like I said, I follow a good amount of like positivity and stuff like that. So I don't really struggle with this. But if anything pops up, like anything negative, I just scroll past it, or I like, do the whole thing where it doesn't pop up on your timeline anymore, like unfollow or whatever I have to do. I just get it off and just be in a better, honestly, being in a better mental space on social media is just great anyway, because ain't no way I'm logging on social media and I'm about to feel bad about myself, or I'm about to feel, no, this is my social media. So negative things on social media, out. Being too nice and not setting boundaries, out. Because some people need boundaries, and I've learned that. I've always learned setting boundaries is good, and I've always pretty much been good at setting boundaries, but sometimes my mind get a little foggy and I forget to set boundaries. And I would forget to set boundaries with people, but never forget to set those boundaries, especially if they trying to play in your face. Set those boundaries and stop being so nice. Procrastination. Listen, now this isn't out for me, but it's going to have to ease its way out. Kind of like impulse spending. These are going to ease their way out. Listen, we're easing in, we're easing out. It's a process. Nothing happens overnight. But procrastination is my worst enemy. Oh my gosh. Like, it's been so many times where I'm like, especially with writing papers for school. I will submit at 11:59 p.m. Like, it is so hard. It's so hard. But procrastination. Oh, another thing, skipping my skincare at night. I have found myself doing that a lot in 2023. Like, I won't do my skincare at night. And I'm like, what is up? What's the problem? Like, 2024, I'm doing my skincare at night. I'm not skipping it no more. And another out, kind of like going into eating healthy, excessive sweets. And honestly, as I'm getting older, I am craving sweets less and less, which is great, 10 out of 10. But excessive sweets is an out for me in 2024. Last two. Okay, so this is very detailed for me. Shrimp. I don't like shrimp. I don't like shrimp. I have, over the past year, I'm like, I don't think I like shrimp. Now, maybe if it's like fried, like popcorn shrimp, maybe. But I don't like shrimp. I don't want shrimp Alfredo. I don't want shrimp scampi. I don't want shrimp. Even like in my crab boils that I make, like I put shrimp in there and the shrimp still be at the bottom of the pot because I'm not reaching for it. Like, I'll get a couple, but then I eat them. I'm like, I really don't want this. So shrimp might be out for me in 2024. Yeah, I just don't like it as much anymore. But I still like, I still like my crab legs, lobster tail. I still like seafood. But shrimp for me is not, it don't hit no more. Shrimp do not hit no more to me. I don't know. It's just not, it's not the move for me no more. And my last out of 2024 is overspending. Like I mentioned before, I'm trying to be in my saving bag. Like, I'm trying to be in my saving bag. And I don't want to be overspending on stuff that I don't need to. Like, stuff like, okay, I love, my skincare. I like to have nice skincare products. So I do spend a good amount of money on my skincare. But other stuff, like, I just need to not overspend if I don't have to. Now, am I still gonna treat myself? Yes, because it's me. I ain't got no kids. I'm single, and I'm gonna still treat myself. But as far as just overspending, it's an out. It's an out for me. And like I said, what's in is really trying to save, because I want to be a homeowner in 2025. I can't be playing, okay? That brings me to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for listening, y'all. I'm back every Thursday, okay? If you like the show, go ahead and leave me a review, leave me a rating, 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. I think you can rate on Spotify too. I'm not sure. Leave me a comment if you're listening on YouTube. Like, subscribe to the podcast, and all of the things. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for tuning in to another week. Come back next Thursday. Gonna have a new episode. And remember, it's a lifestyle. Bye.